Hey, what's up, y'all? Happy Father's Day. So today I got a whole lot in store for you. Going to take you through my week. Going to give you some tips, which I will link in the segments below so you can kind of skip ahead and see what you like and what you don't like. You're going to see here I'm actually cleaning iron stains off of my sidewalk today, which these are actually the worst kind of iron stains. And I'm going to show you why that is and how I clean them off at the end of the video here. We're going to test some different things. But first, I figured taking you through the week, I wanted to show you a fun little time I had at Lowe's a couple days ago. Oh, this is fun. Can I set them all off? Are they all gonna do that?
Yes.
Yeah? Oh, that one's broken. That one's broken. Uh-oh. Oh, there it is.
Broken. It's not broken.
I'm like a little kid, man. Wow, you got the secret. You got the secret key.
Yes.
Hey, I'm trying to steal these. Can you let me go? Oh, they stopped, see? You have the magic touch. Not funny?
Stay funny.
I said, oh, see? As soon as I walk away from you. Oh, see, you turn and look at it. See, how is that? You look at it and it stops.
Got the power. Yeah.
You have that death stare. I feel like a criminal just trying to buy some ego tools at the Lowe's over there. It doesn't like you either, see? Oh, man, you made it go off. No, I'm telling you, it's because I steal a lot from here. At least every other weekend I'm stealing from here, so that's why this stuff goes off.
You're in trouble.
Well, they know me. These things better work good.
What is
These, I mean, they're alarmed. The Queen of England doesn't have this good of security. It's that one. Those work lights are in high demand.
Yeah.
Can I take that home so I can reverse engineer it and put it on eBay? So for sure, I am tempted to go back there and have a little bit more fun on a Saturday. Don't you guys go doing that, but if you did, you might want to put that on Instagram and tag me. I don't know if all of them have that or not, but the next thing I want to get to is mosquito abatement. I want to make you a hero. I really do. I want to show you a tool. Check this out. This is a mosquito fogger, and this is how I have actually solved most of the problems that I have with enjoying my outdoor spaces is with this fogger. The main reason is that when we think about taking care of mosquitoes, we kind of think about, I want to eliminate them totally. But really, because mosquitoes are a transient pest, it's really more about just keeping them out of the area during designated times. That's a better strategy, and that's what the fogger does. I've had it where it'll keep mosquitoes gone for 3-4 hours. If you read things online, sometimes they'll say several days. I've never had that experience, but definitely 3-4 hours while you're using your outdoor spaces. If you fog ahead of time, I don't know what it is, but it definitely keeps them out and lets you enjoy your outdoor space. One other thing, a lot of you all might be concerned right now with disease in your St. Augustine grass. So let me show you a little something about that. One thing I want to talk about with my friends with St. Augustine grass, you know, this time of year, what's going to happen is you're going to see some gray leaf spot somewhere in your lawn if you look. But I want to point out, look at how beautiful this is right here. This is how you should be looking at your lawn. Look at it from afar. Look at all of the good all added up, which covers up the bad that makes you worried about it. This is how you picture St. Aug, because when you get down in here, this is where it can get ugly, and this is where you're going to see those disease problems that are getting you all worried all the time. right? So you're getting down in here and you're seeing this and you're like, oh no, is my lawn gonna die? What's going on? What are all these brown spots everywhere? You have to get used to this. This is just St. Augustine grass. Those are fat blades, so they're juicy. So there's a lot of stuff that wants to chew on those and infect them and take a bite out of them. So that's why you gotta step back and look at your lawn like this. See that? So much prettier, so much less stress. Don't worry about the gray leaf spot. Now, I do realize there are those of you that you want a perfect lawn and you don't want any disease in here. So if you have gray leaf spot, then what you want is a combination of Cleary's 336 and propiconazole. Those two fungicides together, I have found, because I've experimented with it. I typically don't spray fungicides too much anymore. I've told you guys that. I just let things grow as they are. But if you're somebody that wants that perfect lawn, those two fungicides will clear up and prevent further gray leaf spot. And if you have rhizoctonia, which large patch, brown patch, that affects St. Augustine in the summer here sometimes. Again, I don't treat for it, but these two fungicides right here, these are the combinations you want if you want to take care of rhizoctonia large patch in your St. Augustine or your zoysia here in the summer and make things perfect. And I've spent the money on those fungicides before and they do work, but I've found overall, practicing integrated pest management, I'd rather just let things kind of work themselves out, natural selection, and you can see my lawn looks great overall anyway, so nothing really to worry about. All right, another thing I've been dealing with that'll be of interest to some of you is Kyllinga, which is a sedge. And because the rains have kicked up here in a lot of Florida, they're starting to show now and people are wondering what to do about it. I actually worked with fellow neighborhood silverback David Prosser, one of my neighbors. He actually had a lot of sedge Kyllinga coming in, and we used Halo 75, which is halosulfuron generic sedge hammer. This is what I recommend for everybody. It works very slow, and I'll talk about that in a minute. But it's safe for all grass types. It doesn't do any type of residual damage. It's not gonna burn anything up. It can be used in all, types of heat, all of those things. It does need a surfactant. This is active ingredient halosulfuron, which is an ALS inhibitor. And I'm no expert on these things, but ALS, it's an enzyme. It's a basic building block of the cell. It is an amino acid that is essential for growth. And so what happens is you apply this halosulfuron when the plant is actively growing. So when it is actively building, when it will actively need that amino acid, and you apply it then. So that means there's going to be soil moisture present as well, because soil moisture is what triggers the growth in this case. And so you're going to want to apply it when that is happening. This gets into the plant, absorbs systemically because you spray it on, and then it starts to inhibit that amino acid. Now, it takes a while, right? The plant fades over time because when you apply it, it's a healthy plant. It's growing fine. It's got plenty of this amino acid working for it. It's only over time that it realizes I'm missing this, and then it starts to fade and decline. So that's why it's a slow kill. Now, I have found, and David found this too, it takes a good 10 days to notice anything. And when you see 10 days later, you'll see a little yellowing in the Kyllinga, but that's about it. But then what'll happen is we're mowing every 3 days here now. So you'll mow 3, 4, 5 times, 2 more weeks will go by, and then you'll start looking for the Kyllinga and it's no longer there. It's just gone. That's kind of how this stuff dies, and it's a slow kill that way. Now, another product that I've tried is Vexus. Vexus is also an ALS inhibitor, same chemical class, but it's a granular. It works a little bit differently, and that has to get in through the soil and intake that way. They also claim that it's going to have less of a chance of resistance. So I've been using that as a 1-2 punch. I use the Halo, knock down my main problem, then I come in with Vexus about a month later, and that knocks out the rest of the problem for the rest of the season. Vexus is also very slow, even slower, because it has to get down into the ground in order for it to work. So you want to water that in. And again, soil moisture, very important. So a lot of stuff that we apply, you're going to want to have soil moisture present when you do that. Think about applying something to dry ground. Here's a potted plant I have that's dry. You can see when I pour water on it, it takes it a minute for the water to absorb, and a bunch of it just runs off. Well, think about that if your soil here in your lawn is bone dry, and then you put something down like a granular product, and then you go to water it in, some stuff's going to run first. Now, you have grass here, you have root system, you have thatch. All these things help to keep things settled in, but it's just better if there's some moisture present. You can see with this plant here, the water goes straight in. So that's why it's important to have some soil moisture present with most things that you apply, including like the aerate that I'm applying here. Again, you want some soil moisture present prior to applying that just so it absorbs better. The other thing, if you think about it, when there's water already in the soil, that means there is space. Water creates space. Even when you drink water, you feel it's creating space in you. Well, the same is in the soil. So if the soil is bone dry, there's no space. If the soil has water interspersed, there's some space there, which means your stuff can get flowed in. If you just think about it logically, it just makes sense. So some soil moisture present. What does that mean? Well, if you're watering like I tell you anyway, you know, every couple 2-3 days you're putting down some water. With the heat that you're having now, you may have to water even every day. If you're keeping up with normal water and your lawn is vigorous and it's not stressed and dormant, then you have soil moisture present. It's if you're bone dry and things have been dry for a long time, and you know if that's the case, that's when you probably don't want to apply something that needs to be watered in. Instead, water the night before the app, then make your application the next day and water everything in again, so some soil moisture is present. It's logical, makes sense, trust your gut. If it feels like it's there, it probably is. I will tell you that I'm a little bit behind this year on things. I was actually going to do a remake of my AquaThumb video from a couple years ago.
Well, this Father's Day, thanks to recent advancements in irrigation technology, your dad's watering woes are over. Introducing the AquaThumb. The AquaThumb is the ultimate in ease of technology.
If you don't remember that, I will link it up there. My dad actually sent me some footage of him using his AquaThumb. Look at how good his lawn looks, by the way. Got some of Jake, even got some in my old lawn, but just the way things are going, I have not been able to edit that video together. So check out the original. I think it's a great video. It's fun. I don't know. I just think it's funny, and I think you'll enjoy it. So check it out. The AquaThumb. The reason I've been so busy is, you guys know, I told you I went to Indiana a couple weeks ago, and well, that video's been having some challenges. Doing things on the road, it turns out, is not as easy as doing them in your front yard, where you can just make corrections within a couple 2-3 minutes of an edit. So that video is going to be coming out soon, but that's why I didn't get to remake the AquaThumb video like I wanted to, because that's going. But that is going to be well worthwhile, so please be ready for that one. It'll be another couple weeks, and we'll get that one out straight from Northwest Indiana. Now let's get back to this video. All right, so these stains, iron stains, yeah, these come from all kinds of different things that we put on the lawn, and I tried 3 different things here. I've always used CLR. This actually used to be like an infomercial thing. Do you guys remember this back in the day?
If you want fast and easy cleaning, try CLR. It's guaranteed to instantly remove the toughest stains caused by calcium, lime, and rust.
And I can tell you that CLR works pretty well, actually. Somebody swore to me one time, barkeeper's friend, this doesn't do anything but really spread around the problem, but I like this for cleaning my bathroom for sure. John Perry has always recommended toilet bowl cleaner, and this is actually what works the best. This is active ingredient hydrochloric acid. So I'm not a chemist or anything, but this works really well. CLR, I'll put up the ingredients list there, hold on. CLR has propylene glycol as a solvent, bacillus bacterial ferment, microbial ferment, as a surfactant. We know what surfactants are, right? They break the surface tension of water. That goes back to when I showed you that plant with the hydrophobic soil, right? The surface tension of the water kept that from absorbing so fast, so you can use a surfactant to make water wetter, get in quicker. Sodium, xylene, sulfonate. You guys can look at the rest of these ingredients. I'm assuming that they go from most concentrated to least, because water is first. But maybe some of you that are chemists in the comments below, let me know, why is the CLR working pretty well? Now, as far as what works the best, actually, I'll just show you. These two together work the best, because what one gets, the other one doesn't. But overall, the toilet bowl cleaner, the hydrochloric acid, it does work the best overall. I will say, depending how bad your problem is, it's not like you're going to clear this up with one time. I usually find that it's an ongoing process. So couple times a month I'll come out, scrub a few spots. I've let this get away from me, and so the reason that these are the worst kind of iron spots is because my wife has noticed them. And when that happens, that means she's been looking at them for a while as she walks down through here, but it's only been recently that she's decided to mention that to me, which means they really are the worst kind of iron spots. So that's what I use to clear it up. Not that barkeeper's friend. I use these 2 things here. You let me know if you have any cures for this. And again, it's really about spreading. One of the things I was going to tell you is, if you let stuff pre-soak for a little bit, that does tend to work better. And you see, I just go full strength here, and I don't know which one of these kills my grass the worst, but I do get some grass dieback if I'm not careful. So there you go. Hope you guys have a great rest of your Father. It's not flattering. Anyway, I hope you guys have a great rest of your Father's Day. I hope you've enjoyed this video. I hope you got a little something out of it. And I'll see you in the lawn. Thanks.